Welcome back to Two Daddies Judging Baddies.
Judging baddies.
Where we read internet stories and then we judge people.
Two daddies, judging baddies.
Our first story of the day. Look at that. I just went right into it. Man, I'm so
You're
good.
learning.
But actually, I clicked on it a little bit too late, so I was scared. So there was like a little pause where I was just like looking. I was trying to look at the title card too go up. But I, 25 female, just got dumped by my 29 male boyfriend. Now he's dating his boyfriend, 28 female, of 10 years. That's best friend. I'm gonna read that again.
It could have been boyfriend.
I just got dumped by my boyfriend. He's now dating his best friend of 10 years. Sorry if this is long, but I want to detail accurately. I just went through a breakup with my ex, and he is now with his best friend. I had always had reservations with their friendship. She was always overly flirty with him and would stake her claim on him through passive-aggressive comments. If anybody's like going at your significant other and they're using passive-aggressive comments either to make you look bad or to try to flirt with your spouse or whatever, that's when you get aggressive-aggressive. That's just a good path to take. I brought it up once in a cool-like manner, and he just said, "That's how she is with everyone." I let it slide for about a year because I didn't want to come off as insecure. Most men don't pick up on how women can be passive-aggressive towards each other, so I'd figure I'd take the high road and ignore her. He also never gave me a reason to even think he thought of her like that.
He's a guy, and she's a woman, so he probably has thought of her like that at some point.
At least one time, yeah.
I mean, just sometime he's probably just been like, well, if things don't work out.
I can always fall back on her because she's always flirting with me. However, she threw him a surprise birthday party a week before his actual birthday and did not tell me or invite me. He was confused as to why I wasn't there, and she told him that I did not like his friends and refused to attend.
Yeah, but she actually wore like the Marilyn Monroe little dress and stood on the vent.
On the
Happy birthday.
The most fucking cringiest thing in Breaking Bad. Oh my God.
Yes.
Look, that's how I would torture people. If the government was like, look, we need information from people, I was like, all right, well,
Put them
on
in
a
the scene.
10-hour loop of that and just going at it, going to get every bit of information there is in the world.
Please make it stop. Please.
Please. He called me while he was there drunkenly and expressed how sad he was about my behavior. I could hear his best friend in the back basically cackling and yelling at him to not give me any more attention and that I was a horrible girlfriend. The next day I tried calling him but got straight to voicemail.
Yeah, no. Why aren't you going over there to fight then?
You got to, yeah. You already know she lied.
That's the time.
My text went straight to green also, so I was sure he blocked me. Luckily, I'm close friends with his sister, who, coincidentally, was also not invited to the surprise birthday party. The best friend doesn't like his sister either. His sister told my boyfriend everything from my point, but his best friend swears she invited me and sent me and his sister the paperless post, and it must have been an accident or mishap. After that day, he started acting really distant towards me. I asked him if anything was going on with him and his best friend. He said no. He loved me and understood the whole party thing was an accident. I tried to remain calm and told him that I didn't like the idea of his friends thinking I disliked them and even said maybe I should reach out to her or we could grab coffee. He was all for it, but she never texted me back. I made sure not to say anything negative about his behavior or anything negative about his best friend and ultimately told him, I agree. It must have been an accident, which I didn't think at all.
Why? Why do you care about this man anymore?
Just, yeah, like you have to fight her and then dump him.
Yeah, because if he's not sticking up for you at all, he's like, oh yeah, you do it. Well, no, she's legitimately discluding your sister and your girlfriend. Like, this is not healthy. She's a cunt. Stop being a friend.
And this dude is dumb.
Yes.
He is a moron. 2 weeks later, she's still distant during that time. 2 weeks later, he's still distant during that time. He sits me down and says it's over after 2 years. I was calm, but asked what triggered this and asked if his best friend had anything to do with the breakup. He said that yes, it did, but he promised nothing physical happened with them while we were dating, but that he had developed feelings. He said that it just happened. They've been friends for over 10 years, so why didn't they date before? He said he never thought of her romantically until a few weeks ago. If this is true on his end, I can't wait for the breakup update later.
Yeah.
Afterwards, she made it very public that she won and that I'm a loser. And thank God their friend group doesn't have to deal with my toxic behavior anymore, which I don't even care about. She's lesser than me, and it's very clear by her actions. I actually bumped into a couple of his friends at the bar a few weeks after we broke up, and they mentioned how they and several of their friends were bummed that we broke up because they thought I was fun and sweet and loved having me around. It definitely wasn't a conversation with nice pleasantries. I could tell they were genuine. I just don't understand how feelings change in such a short amount of time since they've been friends for over 10 years. This because it's been probably going on for a while. 1 week after we broke up, he's dating his best friend and says they're completely in love. I am very hurt, but trying to see it from another point of view since my ex won't really explain it to me or go into detail how he all of a sudden fell in love. In my opinion, falling in love isn't so easy. You have to continually interact emotionally and romantically with another person to get there, which in my mind is a form of cheating. He was just so nice and proper during the relationship as well as during the breakup. It was completely respectful as much as it could be. I just don't understand. How do these things happen? I have guy friends that I would never think to date or more so speak to in a romantic sense wherein it's a possibility to fall in love. Anybody have any thoughts? I genuinely do think that his feelings changed and he wanted to explore another relationship and that he was contemplating it for a couple of weeks before making a decision. Not sure what the antithesis was, but it obviously happened at the surprise party I wasn't invited to. I don't really want to hear the whole, he's an asshole, you're better off without him comments. We're broken up and done, and I'm moving on. Just trying to figure out if other people have been in the same situation and how this sort of thing happens. Relevant comments. Commenter 1. He cheated on you with her at that birthday party and has been avoiding you. It happened because he felt flattered by her attention. Don't think he didn't notice. He noticed and didn't care how it affected you. Now she won him. The chase is over and she'll get sick of him. I give it 1.5 years max.
That's a long fucking time.
That is a long time.
I was just bored.
Comment 2 says, that's just how life happens sometimes. There's not a lot of rhyme or reason to love. The surprise birthday party in his mind probably flipped a switch for him, and she got more aggressive in pursuing him. 2 years together is a good amount of time, but honestly, it's not the longest relationship. Things can definitely still change. You missed some good red flags in the beginning with her behavior, honestly. You should have been more strong in your reaction to the surprise birthday party. I would have flipped a goddamn shit if that happened. I would have flipped a shit if that happened.
Just grab your spatula and flip, flip, flip.
OP responded, oh, I 100% knew that the girl was manipulative and sketchy from the beginning. I just figured, okay, I brought it up once and he was pretty nonchalant about it. Not in a secretive way, but in a different kind of way. I figured, let the girl dig her own grave. I'll be above it and non-confrontational. Didn't work out in my favor, obviously.
It's so wild that people can like literally have friends and not realize because when I first met my wife, she had a couple guys that like hung around and I was like, that guy's into you. She's like, no, he's just a friend. I was like, yeah, right now he's just a friend, but like he's into you. No, he's not. And then like finally long enough goes by and then he like shows his hand and it's like, yeah, I could see that coming from a mile away because It's not just like he's not hanging out with you because you are the most interesting. Like he does have an end game to this for the most part. A guy's not just hanging around in your circle just to hang out. Like he is waiting for something to fall and then you go cry on his shoulder and then he will be there to pick you back up. Like, and so with her, she should have.
Right. And then if you're like, oh, I don't look at you that type of way. He's like, you stupid bitch cunt. All these years I've invested into being there and hanging out with you. I could have been having sex with other women.
But then reverse that, and that's this situation where there's girls in that sphere, and like all you had to do was be like, hey, she's into you, and like reiterate that again and again. And then if your boyfriend does not like notice or doesn't like withdraw at all from that, and he doesn't like set good boundaries, then he is obviously interested in the girl too. So
commenter 3 says she played the long game and aggressively while you were passive. You didn't set up boundaries. This is so stupid. She played the game. It should not be a game.
No,
it's not a game.
But it is for a lot of people. Like they are playing some weird ass game, and it's like
so corny.
That's lame.
Yeah. You didn't set up boundaries. I would have shown up to that surprise party. I'm sure you could have found out where it was. I'm sure she was talking shit about you all night, and he really liked the attention and effort put into you or her throwing him a big surprise party. He started looking at her differently at that party, possibly hooked up there. That's when the switch flipped for him. But you kind of know that already. I'm sorry, they're both grimy. OP says, honestly, I've seen friends that have had a sort of similar situation with their best friend and girl best friend. Albeit it didn't end up like my situation with them dating. But accusations they made were used against them. Like they were crazy, didn't have trust, imagining things. LOL, where's the middle ground? Because if I had brought up anything like that during the period where he didn't think anything romantically of her, I looked jealous and crazy.
It's a lie. He did have, like, he wouldn't have played this game if he wasn't slightly interested in her. Like, he's playing a game with you by like being like, no, she's just my friend.
Yeah.
I punch her on the arm. Yeah. She's like a sister.
She's like a sister that I plow. We're Lannisters.
Just a little
You're
game,
a Lannister.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that does hit different if it's Lannisters.
Yeah, so you are attracted to her.
Right. I tested the waters on the subject, and he was very disinterested about her, so I figured she was crazy, and that would be her own downfall. Hindsight is 20/20, I suppose. We have an update 2 days later. Read the first little bit. Yeah.
Yep.
No, don't read it out loud. Just read it in your mind.
What an idiot.
Right. All right. So the update on June 4th. So I received a text from a random number. It was my ex. I blocked his normal number. He basically outlined how he missed me and had ended things with his best friend. He asked to grab a coffee and talk about it and hopefully reconcile.
Just wanted a little strange. That's all I wanted, just a little strange.
It's like, it's the same one for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same. If you watch the same television show for 2 years, nah, man, you've been watching The Office 2 years. I just want a little bit of Parks and Rec. You know what I'm saying?
Just a couple episodes.
Couple episodes. And now I'm back. Now I'm back on the way.
Love The Office.
He said, I didn't realize how much I'd missed you, and I've realized that you're the one for me. I'm so sorry about everything that's happened in the last month. You deserve better. But I'm hoping we can meet up and discuss this and move past it. Wow. A whole 3 weeks. I'm genuinely still curious as to why he ended our 2-year relationship for this girl. I know she was trouble, knew it wouldn't last, but didn't think it would be a measly 3 weeks.
Have you ever seen a new vagina though? Like, I mean, like you've been partying with this one. It's been a good solid 2 years. You love this one. But then a new one shows up and you're like, wonder what that one's like.
Yeah, this one's going to be so much different.
Grass is greener, totally better. Like, and she is a freak all the time. Not just sometimes, not just on my birthday. She's like freak. Oh wait, no, she's.
Yep. 3 weeks in, she was just like, you know what, just back to God. Like, like
are you done
Lord
yet?
Intended, yeah. I'm fuming. He essentially is asking to get back together after fucking his best friend, and now he has clarity over the situation and figured out that she's not what he wanted. I still think he's one of the nicest men I ever met and fell victim to another girl's manipulation, but fuck him. He's 31 years old. Do better. That's right. He's 31 years old.
He didn't fall victim to anything. He actively participated. Like, he's not like, ooh, what was me?
Oh,
like,
God, I'm trapped in mind control. No.
The one time a girl throws her pussy at him, he's like, well, I guess I gotta.
I have to, yeah. She threw me a birthday party. What did I do? And then
It would have been disrespectful had I not.
they're at the coffee shop, and the barista gives him a couple extra sugars, and he's like, I got to now, bet. I
have to bang
This
her.
is what happens. If somebody gives me something, I have to sleep with them. And just a PSA to anyone who would contemplate this type of fuckery, don't.
No shit, Sherlock.
So we got some edits. I know it seems weird to say that he is the nicest person ever. What I meant is he's a good person, and he massively fucked up. I don't know. She's already making excuses for him.
See, it was just the one time. It was just the one time.
I know he regrets it, as he should. But I wouldn't label him as a cheater or someone who played with my feelings. He got feelings for another girl, contemplated what to do, made a decision, broke up with me, and pursued it. Then figured out it was the wrong decision. Him and I can't get back together because I will never trust him again. He made a decision to leave our relationship. It didn't work out for him with this other girl, but I can't trust it wouldn't happen again. Simple as that. But I do think he went with his feelings and wasn't trying to deceive me or go around my back to cheat. Oh, boy. Commenter 1 says, he said, I didn't realize how much I'd missed you, and I've realized you're the one for me. I'm so sorry about everything that's happened in the last month. You deserve better, but I'm hoping we can meet up and discuss this and move past it. OP, I'm waiting for the part where you laughed in his face and wished him well with his life. Yes, he fell victim enough to dump you, immediately unzip his pants, and stick it into someone else before you had even time to process what was happening. His actions are not the actions of nice men. And quite frankly, even if he is nice, it unfortunately does not prevent him from being stupid. This guy isn't the guy you want in your life. He threw you away for a grass is greener situation and is trying to crawl back to you when he realized it was seasoned with manure. Kick his ass to the curb and live your best life. Also, regarding your previous post, also take his friends. They may be the best part of your 2 years where he wasted your time. Commenter 2 says, sorry, did you say you think he's nice and that he's the victim in all caps? OP says, he's not the victim, but I understand his side and how he felt and how he was confused and broke up with me to pursue someone whom he felt he had stronger feelings for. He later found out, very quickly, that this wasn't the case and told him I was no longer an option and couldn't go back. Listen, shit happens. People's feelings change. He made a decision and it was the wrong one. He has to live with the consequences. And so do I, unfortunately. But we can't just definitely mark someone as an asshole, you know? He thought he was doing the right thing by breaking up with me because he had grown feelings for another girl and made me aware when he thought he had it figured out. I would rather him do that than to cheat on me. But again, it's all subjective. Who knows what the right thing would do in that situation, or what? Who knows what the right thing would be in that situation? Anyway you slice it, people are hurt. Nah, you know the right thing to do. You definitely know the right thing to do. Commenter 3 says, thank you so much for updating. We should have taken a poll on how long it would take him to crawl back. I would have lost, though. I thought 3 months, not 3 weeks. I'm so glad you told him to fuck off. I have 2 questions. 1, you said they were posting online about how much in love they were. Your ex was posting this too? ? Did he tell you why he ended it? OP says, I'm not on social media, but my friends told me she was posting about them being in love on Snapchat and Instagram. My ex also isn't on social media. And for question 2, it didn't get that far. He asked if we could talk and get coffee. I said no and blocked the number he texted me from. And then there was a downvoted comment. Well, at the very least, he didn't cheat. But nevertheless ended a 2-year relationship just because he suddenly felt something towards his best friend. And instead of trying to work out his feelings, he simply went, fuck it, and dumped you. I'm sure he regrets it, but that's why it's called regret. He'll have to live with the fact he made a mistake and lost a girl he truly loved. Also make sure, might check if I see his best friend. What? Also, just to make sure, might check and see if his best friend won't take shit about you, saying that you caused them to break up or something. Who knows?
Talk shit.
Yeah. I hope that one day the two of you can at least remain friends, but that's all up to your feeling. OP, regardless, and I wish you good luck. OP says, while I can respect others and their choices, it doesn't mean I have to be around it or entertain it. We will definitely not be friends. He's cut off from my life. I won't placate his actions with my presence. That's all she wrote. Bam. The funniest thing is, too, is like, OP says dumb things, but her actions are all good.
Yeah.
Because she's like, it's not
He
his
wasn't
fault.
a bad guy.
Yeah, she manipulated
He wasn't
him.
a cheater.
Right. So I just hope that she is able to stay away and not go back to him. But everything that her actions speak is all correct.
Yeah. No, it's so wild that, like, why would you break up with your girl for a girl being interested in you? Like, none of that makes sense on her defending his actions, because, like, there's no way in the world that made sense. Like, you've been around best friend for 10 years, and she finally decides, like, hey, you know what? I'll blow you. And then you're like, really? Maybe? Birthday party? Sure.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm immediately leaving this. That's all I needed to hear.
Yeah. 10 years she waited around in the wings, and then now she offers it to you, and you're like, I guess so.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
What a fucking chode. Like, I hate her calling him. He's such a nice guy. Because literally, I mean, she was with him for 2 years, so maybe he's just dumb as a box of rocks. He's just like, oh, shit, you threw me a birthday party. Yeah. My girl didn't come. She don't love me. Do you love me? Oh, she loves me.
Like a dumb puppy.
Right, yeah, like a dumb puppy. Fucking
He must have been
Joe
like,
Rogan. She was dating Joe Rogan.
must have been like hung or
Right. Joe is good people to people that he knows. All right. But you just line up a couple of specified guests that kind of believe politically in one direction. I mean, he just hook, line, and sinker. You got. He's like, oh, really? They're doing that? Oh, fuck. Well, that's terrible.
We digress and we continue. All right. This one is not safe for work.
All
It's
right.
from our confessions. Bad dental hygiene caused my nipples to have a reaction. Oh, this happened to you once.
Oh. Yeah.
O'Reilly. Nipple clamps.
Yow!
All right. I've been with my boyfriend for almost 3 years, but we didn't start living together until recently.
Ew. Because I was like, how's it cause nipple irritation?
Yeah, his nasty ass mouth.
Ew.
Yeah. You're just picking that up now? Like what? You thought she was like...
Oh, man.
All right. Bad dental hygiene caused my nipples to have a reaction. I've been with my boyfriend for almost 3 years, but we didn't start living together until recently. Randomly, one day, my nipples started to itch really badly. Every day. And they began developing patches that looked burnt. That's weird. I went...
Oh, God. How you got gingivitis of the titty? Like,
Did you floss?
right. Yeah.
I went to my doctor and she said I just needed nipple cream because I had dry skin. My gynecologist told me my pH balance might be off, but after the results came back, nothing was abnormal. So she also recommended nipple cream. She got double dosed nipple cream. Is that what it's called too? Is like, well, nipple cream.
Yeah. Check out Garnier's new product, Nipple Cream. Moisturize your nips.
Are your nips itchy?
Right.
Do they get dry and flaky in the wintertime? I started doing...
Let me break off a piece of that nipple flake. You get a little nipple flake in there. God, fuck, a lot of people listen to this shit. Delicious.
and nutritious.
Man.
All right. So did she say she had... she didn't have her nipples pierced or anything, right?
No.
Okay, so this is just full... Man, that's bad. Bad dental hygiene there. All right. I started doing my own investigation because it was so weird. This had never, ever happened to me before. One day, my boyfriend asked me to help him remove some food stuck in his teeth, and I realized how bad his dental hygiene had gotten, even though he brushes his teeth twice a day and flosses. How?
Right.
How?
Yeah.
Like, I am so lackluster with flossing. Like, I do not floss, but I do not have...
Right, yeah.
like,
I mean, maybe it's like a autoimmune disease or something.
but this guy is brushing twice a day and flossing. And still somehow has. All right. I decided not to let him suck my nipples during sex for a month. And after doing that, the irritation completely went away. Now I have to figure out how to tell him that he needs to see a dentist because I think his poor dental hygiene may be the cause.
She didn't tell him the reason. She was like, you can't.
Don't lick him.
You can't suck my nipples for a month.
Stop it.
He was like,
Stop it.
No, punch me in a different way. Punch me in a different way.
Stop it.
Please. Please.
All right. So there's an update. I ended up telling him, and he admitted that he hasn't been to the dentist in over 20 years. I also forgot to mention that he is 54 and I am 43. Oh, well, yeah, he needs dentures.
Right.
He always said he hated going to the dentist, but I didn't take it seriously because a lot of people say that. I still believe his oral health is the issue. I've never had kids and I'm not pregnant. This has never happened to me before until we moved in together and started having sex every day. Man, what's that like?
That early relationship sex.
Fucking every day.
I just got to see what some of the controversial comments were because it has to be wild.
We got shit to do. We can't have sex every day.
What's the point of even saying this? The person says their boyfriend brushed and flossed their teeth and they didn't. Wait, was this? Oh, okay. So the controversial one is sometimes the standards people hold for their prospective partners are shockingly low. That's a dude that doesn't have any bitches. He's just, sometimes the standards people hold for their prospective partners are shockingly low. That is exactly how they would talk too.
Yeah. Can't get laid for nothing, but he's like, oh.
Someone said disgusting, break up with him, and OP says, yeah, I think I will because I'm so turned off. I guess living together showed me his true colors.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, like the thing is like he should take care of his dental hygiene. That should be a priority.
But he brushes and flosses.
Yeah. And so like make his ass go to the dentist. And they even have like what is it? Like where they go ahead and gas you like all the way. So like you get anesthesia and then you're like out for the dental procedure. So you don't even like even for like a cleaning and shit, you can get knocked out. So just send him in there, get him to pull all of them, put some dentures in, and then he can gum your nipples.
There you go. Roll it.
Why do people listen to this podcast?
He just does the side to side with his gums, and then when he pulls back, her nipples is like 4 inches long, like Play-Doh when you roll Play-Doh in your hand.
And then all you hear is the sound effect.
bless America.
People listen to
This podcast.
Yeah,
for a crazy reason. My ex's best friend, my ex-best friend, 25 female of 10 years, wants me, 25 female, to forgive her for sleeping with my exes.
I don't think that you gotta get forgiven for anything. Like, I mean, just stop doing it, and then. But yeah,
Why you can't wait? I mean, you can't find your own people too. That's a little bit fucked up. So my ex-best friend, let's call her Andrea, was my best friend for 10 years. We're at a party. I brought my fiance of a year with us. We were about 5 to 8 drinks in, and everyone's feeling it. I went off to go talk to another friend while Andrea and my fiance sat at the table on the outside deck. I go back outside 15 minutes later, and my fiance tells me he needs to talk to me discreetly after she gets up and walks away. He tells me she asked him, why her? Why does everyone go for her? Why does no one go for me? And then proceeds to say, would you ever date me? Now, in the moment, I don't know if I truly believed him. Yeah, because he just makes that up.
Yeah, that's such a weird. Like, well, that's the third time somebody said that, but everybody just must be making up the same exact
People are
story.
just crazy. About a year later, I had been broken up with my fiance for about 3 months. I started hooking up with another guy I hadn't known. We will call him Colby. One night I threw a party and it got kind of crazy. I was not feeling well and was in the bathroom. While I was in the bathroom, Andrea was all over Colby. Someone had told me about it later that night. And as I was on Snapchat posting stuff, she takes a pic with Colby and is basically on top of him, sticking her tongue out. She sends it to me while I'm on my phone. I didn't really think much of it.
Andrew's a really sweet girl. Like, she's a real good friend.
Right. God bless America. 2 weeks later, a mutual friend says Andrea is sleeping with Colby and that she slept with another ex of mine after we had broken up. I messaged her and asked her, are you sleeping with Colby? And did you sleep with other ex? She plays it off like she has no idea what we're talking about. And then she says she would never do that to me. I asked, are you sure? If you like him, just be honest so I can stop wasting my time on Colby. And then starts gaslighting me and asking why would I believe a mutual friend? I didn't push it after that because I didn't want to start a fight with her. One night I looked at a Snap map and it showed Colby and Andrea in the same location, and I knew in my gut. I expected it from a guy, but not my best friend. I asked again, and she finally blew up and admitted it after gaslighting me for 3 weeks. Then tried to make me out to be the bad guy, saying, you always make everything about you. You guys weren't even in a real relationship, and a bunch of other crappy things.
It's so weird. Like, well, I was having sex with him, and we were hooking up, and then you started having sex with him. So it's not really making it about me. It's just talking about the guy that both of us were having sex with. So is it really about me?
It's like, hey man, are you fucking my wife? It's like, whoa, bro, wow, way to make everything about you, dude.
Yeah, like
Jesus Christ.
She's her own person.
There's 3
bro.
people in this relationship, and you were just it's just your feelings. Just your feelings are considered. I get into a relationship with Tyler. A few weeks later, I stupidly forgave her. So 7 months later, me and Tyler take a break. We all attend a party together, and I see her flirting with him and have flashbacks of Colby came back. And long story short, we fight again and didn't talk for a very long time. A year later, I moved out of state, and she's in a relationship with Tyler and is pregnant with his child. Jesus. I now know all of my feelings were right. I mean, the last 3 relationships she had were all my exes. Another year later, she says she misses me and is sad I moved out of state and doesn't apologize for anything. I told her I don't hold grudges, but I don't think I could ever fully be friends with her again. Comment number 1.
It's so wild.
Yeah, but OP gets all these signs and is just like, no, she's a good person, and then forgives her. And no, she's a good person.
Well, the wild thing with OP is like OP should just be like, oh, it's like a daycare for my exes, and I just dump them off. Like, I don't want them anymore, and then she just takes them off my hands, and like I don't even have to deal with them. Like Well,
we don't know if all the relationships ended because of she wanted to end it.
Well, even still, like if your boyfriend is going to go fuck your best friend, he ain't worth your time anyways. You just keep dumping him off, and he was red flagged.
But that's still not a best friend.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like cut her out too, but just be like,
here's someone you can go.
Bye,
to.
You both suck. Right. Go ahead.
So comment number 1 says, man, she's tired of Tyler and wondering if you found something new for her.
Yep.
You're smart to walk away. Fuck that. OP says, I'm too nice and oblivious, but not anymore. Don't worry. After many commenters saying the same thing, I'm glad I know I'm not a bad person. I think we're all in agreement here.
That's the wildest Reddit thing.
Yeah.
I think I might be the bad person.
Yeah, because
She sleeps with my exes, and then I get mad at her.
hard on her. Yeah. Maybe I'll just be too hard.
Am I the a-hole?
I mean, she did not. I mean, one was she slept with her boyfriend. So
She was blowing Colby right in front of me, and I was like, "Hey, this isn't.
Stop it.
This isn't cool."
And then she was like, "You're making everything about you. Stop doing that."
like that.
Yeah. That oblivious part is so obvious. Your damn fiance told you what she was doing and you ignored him.
Mm-hmm.
She showed you what she was doing and you ignored her too. How many friends told you what she was doing? You ignored them too, and now you're mad? I guess if you walked in on them, she'd have said he slipped. There's trusting, and then there's being willfully blind. You still act like you didn't trust her again at some point after she stabbed you in the gooch at least 3 times.
See, so what happened was
You still act like you can trust her again after she stabbed you in the gooch 3 times.
I was trying to get the laundry out of the dryer, and then I got stuck. And then he came in and he tried to help me get unstuck. Yeah, and while he was pulling back, like it just kept going in, and we couldn't figure it out.
Started pumping, and he just got an erection, and it just happened. So,
but it's all an accident.
that's how I slept with my stepbro. Volley Rock says she hasn't apologized for anything, so it does not read like she wants forgiveness from you.
I don't know.
OP says very true. The fact that she hasn't even apologized shows she doesn't feel bad like she should.
Apologize.
I don't even know how to read that username says.
Eldo.
Yeah. How did she become your best friend? It seems that you know each other because you meet often, which may or may not be a coincidence, but otherwise, ? She wants a certain reaction. Maybe she wants you to envy her as much as she envies you, or to just hurt you. She doesn't care about your relationship, only about appearance. Life is too short to waste your time on the wrong people. OP says we met in middle school and became friends through a mutual friend. We were best friends ever since. And we lived together through the first incident. And then we have the final update.
That's wild that this story's going on this long, though.
Yeah, we have a final update after 2 years and 10 months.
Horrible person. Why do you even have another story to tell about this person?
Hey, everyone. I randomly came across this post after not thinking about it for a long time and figured I'd give a real quick update since a lot has changed. It's been over 3 years since everything went down with Andrea, Colby, and Tyler. After I made my original update, I fully stuck to cutting Andrea off, and I've kept her blocked / no contact ever since. Jesus Christ, Mike can't read today. That was honestly one of the best decisions I have made for my peace of mind. So the actual update on the situation, Andrea ended up staying with Tyler for about a year, and as I told you all before, had a baby together. That relationship eventually fell apart because Tyler cheated on her, and shortly after their breakup, he even tried reaching out to me again, which I obviously didn't entertain. After all of that, Andrea is now with Colby. Yes, the same Colby from my original post. So basically, she ended up in a long-term situation with both of the main people involved in all of this. As for me, I stayed in the relationship I moved out of state for. We've now been together for years, and things are amazing. We're building a life together, both settled into our careers, and we've been talking seriously about the future. Just don't let them meet your best friend. Yeah. Looking back, I don't really feel anger about it anymore.
I see that I never really got it right.
Never stop to think of you.
And what I really meant to say is I'm sorry for the way I am. I never meant to be so cold.
People listen to this.
Fuck, they do. Yeah, just. Oh, my God.
Just skip the first line.
Looking back, I really don't feel anger about it anymore. It was painful at the time, but also made it very clear who I could and could not trust. Mostly, I just feel far removed from who I was when I wrote the original post. I was constantly trying to make sense of people who weren't treating me with basic respect, and I don't live in that space anymore. Why did she say that like that was a big reveal, like she had an epiphany?
Well, I think it is sad for some people. Like, I really do feel like people
because you want to hold on to that friendship
in a circle, and they're like, oh, well, like sometimes they suck, but most of the time they're a good friend. And we've got this history, and they know where I come from, and all this, and like so people will just stay in that fucking shitty circle, and then once they get out, they're like, oh, wait a second, I was miserable and sad and kind of a shitty person myself because of those people that I was surrounding myself with.
Misery loves company.
So it probably was like a big epiphany for her.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Did I make the Did I make the right decision after all those years? No, you're a fucking asshole. And honestly, you are the worst person.
For asking that question,
yeah,
yes.
pedos I put below where I put you at, you evil monster. God, no, you're not an asshole. Downtown Training says, I'm confused about your timeline in the original post. It was Tyler, the fiance, that you initially took a 3-month break, ? Opie says, no, a different guy. They never dated. He was just my fiance. She tried hitting on at a party. And I can't read that. Says, don't try for a baby. Try for a marriage first. Opie says, we are getting married beginning of next year. Electrical Sun says, next time you see them, buy that guy a drink and say thanks for doing him and you the enormous favor of showing you who she really is before you wasted another second on her. That guy saved your life, man. You owe him big time for taking that cheating liar off of your hands.
Nope.
And then they end up getting drunk and doing it together, and then she ruins her relationship. Perfect Delivery says, if it makes you feel better, she will come back when it implodes, and yes, it will implode. Don't ever talk to her again.
She's been back. Like the friend's not gone away because of anything other than.
Hey, are we cool yet?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Reddit, you crazy Redditors.
But I just want to know if I was wrong in all this. Like, was I a bit of a stinker in this?
Yeah, the charisma with a K says the fact that OP is still asking people if she made the right decision tells me she hasn't learned much from all of this. That's 100%. Like,
Right, aren't you just dumb?
or just what do they call it? Karma farming, like just getting people to fucking.
Yeah, right. Am I a good person?
I don't know.
I think this makes me a bad person because I cut her out of my life. So I mean, what monster would do that? You know,
Yeah,
I feel
like-
like a monster right now. Tell me I'm not a monster.
I set up boundaries, but like, is my boundary too harsh that I don't want her sucking my boyfriend's cock? Like,
Right.
is this too big of a boundary?
What if, like, you just get the, Andrea and all the other guys' perspectives, and it's like, we never dated that girl. She'd just always, like, sit next to us and just be like, this is my boyfriend. This is my boyfriend. Our knees are touching. Like, she's just dumb.
Oh, this girl,
Yeah,
the
right.
OP.
Right, yeah.
Like, we have not even hooked up. She just kept trying to get us to not fuck her really super hot friend Andrea.
Right, yeah, God, Andrea.
Oh, the crazy stories that Crystal with the blue hair gets us. The top notch.
The best curator on earth.
Well, I feel bad because we do need to go into like some of the ones that other people have submitted because, Steven submitted some on the subreddit and then some other people have submitted in the form on the website. So
The only problem is, like, some of those stories will be fucking outlandish. And it's just like, I get that it's a good story, but also, at that point, we're reading fairy tales,
yeah.
Also, I do want to say, now that we're a couple stories in, guys, if you're not following the podcast, please do it. Spotify, YouTube. I ain't gonna bring it up again. If you're hearing this podcast and you're not following along, please follow. Also, if you want bonus episodes and ad-free episodes, you go to patreon.com/Mike and Dylan, and you can get bonus episodes and ad-free, and it helps us out. What a steal!
And did you know that today is the last day to enter for the Labor Llama
it's not.
giveaway?
No,
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, God, yeah, it
Today is the last day.
I was thinking
to
of the
enter.
MADHD when we shot those. Good God.
Nope, today is the last day. And if you want to win or enter for the chance to win a Labor Llama gift card for $100, you have to, this is a Spotify only giveaway, but you have to go and rate the podcast, follow it, and then in the comments somewhere on this episode, you have to include the key phrase, Mike's Love Handles.
Yeah, and also that gift card is just us calling you, be like, hey, what do you want?
Round about $100.
Yeah, around about $100. We pick now.
Pretty much, yeah.
We can't make no gift cards.
Yeah, we can.
Can we?
Yeah, I got
Oh.
you. I got you, Mike. Yeah.
Well, whatever.
I'll talk to the guy that runs the website and everything, and I'll have him hook you up with a
I don't
gift
want
card.
that. I got a dick.
He's
and I
a
think he's
fucking
gay.
Definitely not
A
gay.
little bit gay.
Super
Little-
manly.
A little bit in there.
Yeah.
Hint of gay.
Not
Not
even a touch. No.
All right, well.
I ain't scared of gay people.
I think it's perspectives.
Oh, now I just gave away who the website guy is.
Yeah, it's this dude Dylan. Dillon.
Fuck you. Now, if it was spelled that way, then maybe touch of gay, but no, it's spelled the manly way. Dylan.
Wonder how many people have went to patreon.com/Mike and Dillon.
Those bastards.
Yep.
Never gonna get there. All right, we should start up a additional Patreon.
Right, yeah.
Fuck it. Let's
But
scoop it.
But it's us two, but like we get like 2 Indian dudes to
Oh, hello.
play us.
I'm
Yeah.
It's Mike and Dylan.
Yeah. Yes, this is where you get the Patreon out.
Hey, just for shits and giggles and for Mike to appease me for a moment, I'm going to throw him something and then he's going to give you a little rundown.
What is this?
Just talk about the last episode.
Oh, yeah. So our other podcast we just started is called Books My Wife Likes. We're like four episodes into it.
Yeah, that's the third book, 4 episodes.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get there.
We just did the A Court of Wings and Ruin, and it is a phenomenal episode.
It was blast.
It was. It was really fun. We had a great time, and it's just some of the reveals in it. I think that was overall the strongest book of it, too. And then you got to think we only have 2 more in the series, and then we go on to a fucking banger series that is crazy and thrown up laughs. So.
Yeah, I'm
Check
looking
that
forward
out.
to it. All right, so is it you're no, you read the crazy.
I'll do it again.
Can't believe you.
I'll do it again.
Can't believe I'm such a horrible person that I don't want my friends sleeping with my exes. Well, they're not my exes.
So much infidelity in this.
This is an infidelitous episode. Okay. This is from Best of Redditor Updates. I like the Direct Caterpillar 77's tagline. It says, Satan is not a fucking pogo stick.
I don't get that, though. I see that all the time,
Satan is not a fucking pogo stick.
that tagline.
I've never seen it before. That's the first time. I, 19 female, drove 2 hours to surprise my boyfriend, 19 male, and found out he left for the week. Every alarm bell is going off, and instinct is telling me he's up to something bad, but his story is backed up by all of his friends. What should I do here?
That's a title.
Yeah, that's the whole story.
Headline. Dunder Mifflin. Some companies still know how to do business.
All right, so the original post, October 6th, 2021. So this event is going on as we speak, and I need help so I don't do something really dumb and freak out. So it's me and my boyfriend's first year away at school. We are both from Flagstaff, but I went to school at U of A. He went to ASU. About 2 hours apart, and so far, we've both made the drive many times, and it's worked out great. My class was canceled tomorrow, so I decided it would be fun to go to Victoria's Secret, get some candles. You don't get candles at Victoria's Secret. And the massage lotion and surprise him tonight.
Yeah, you get the Victoria's Secret and the lotion, and then you go to Dollar General and get the candles.
Yeah.
Family Dollar.
Get that, the Chinese made.
Yeah, you ain't gonna light a bunch of candles and you'll be like, wow. And you're like, we getting a Victoria's Secret pussy scented candles? Like, what we doing here?
Well, and really, like, my favorite lingerie is nothing on.
Right.
So don't even got to go nowhere. Just
I got the pubic hair candles.
don't burn those. Those smell horrible.
Horrible, yeah.
All right. So went to Victoria's Secret, got some candles and massage lotion.
Loyal.
Got some candles and some massage lotion and surprised him tonight. I got to his dorm and saw that his car was in the parking lot and figured I had some time to get it cleared with his roommate and surprise my boyfriend. I texted his roommate and asked if I could let myself in, and he said, of course, but my boyfriend had gone to San Diego for the rest of the week. I was like, what? His parents have a house in Imperial Beach, but he always wants me to go with him. I called him. Quiet down over there, please.
Oh, recording in progress. Recording quite on set.
Tim Russell over there just
Coughing.
trying to join this podcast.
I ruined it. Start over. Start the whole thing
The
over.
whole thing over. 43 minutes.
Oh!
All right. I think we get too much of a kick out of ourselves.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
this
Everybody
podcast.
else is like, shut the fuck up and get on with the
Just read
podcast.
the fucking story,
God.
dude. All right. I called him and he said that yes, he was going to IB, but he was still in Tempe getting some stuff together. I asked him if I could come with him. He said no. It was just a boys' trip. Just dudes.
Just dudes.
Going to the beach to look at bitches in
fest.
bikinis.
It's a sausage fest.
We're gonna do some gay stuff while we.
Right.
I told him that I was actually in his dorm parking lot and wanted to surprise him. He gave me this very condescending, that's nice. I asked, could he at least please come by and see me, or could we meet up since I went through a lot of work to put this together? He just dismissively said, nah, I can't. We're already on I-10. He then said that maybe he could come to Tucson next weekend, but I should either just drive on to Flagstaff or go back to Tucson, and basically hung up. Yeah, he's just your ex-boyfriend now.
Right.
I looked at him on Find My Friends, and it turns out he was literally passing by his dorm as we were talking and not on the highway. He could have easily stopped by and said hello, and this really hurt. Maybe it was stupid, but I called his friends, and they said that yes, he was on his way to IB. The thing that's so sus is that none of them are going, and it's some random friend he's going with that none of them have ever met, but that I shouldn't be suspicious. Nah, it's just this dude named Sally.
So what you do is you call one of his friends, and you're like, hey, he just said that, he's going to Myrtle Beach in North Carolina, all boys trip. Is that really happening? And he'd be like, yeah. That's definitely what's happening. That's definitely what he's doing. That's how you find out if they're lying for him.
Just change the details.
Change the location, change whatever, yeah.
It's like all of them were coached into saying the right thing in short notice because they all said the same thing. I mean, I guess I could look at it like they all said the same thing because it's the truth, right? But every one of my alarm bells is going off. This is so unlike him. Even if he were going to IB, he would tell me first. This is the first time he's ever gone without telling me or without inviting me. Maybe I'm being the young, dumb, paranoid girlfriend, but my instincts are telling me something is up. I'm so lost and hurt. What should I do here, Mike?
Well, I mean, the big thing is that if he was like halfway there, sure, you could believe that. But if he's literally passing by where you're at, is not going to come stop or anything, then yeah.
Yeah, no boyfriend ever is just going to be like, oh, you drove 2 hours to come see me and I'm in town? Nah, sorry.
We already hit the highway. Nothing we could do.
Yeah, if I was 20 minutes already down the road, I'd be like, oh, no, yeah, I'll be back.
Right,
I'll come see you.
Yeah, you're going to be 20 minutes late to going to a beach trip.
Yeah. Edit. I took some of my friends' Xanax to help me sleep, and this totally blew up overnight. Since people are still posting, I guess I should update. He never answered any of my calls. I think I called him 3 times. He did text me goodnight and told me he loved me, and he wants to spend the day surfing, but IB is shut down for wastewater, so he's going to be in the car and may not be able to talk because he's dicking some bitch
That's
down.
right, yeah.
I guess maybe those are good signs, and I'm being paranoid. I don't know. My gut is still telling me something is so messed up. I'm just going to sit around and cry and try not to let my head explode by watching TikToks.
I wonder if you watch Two Daddies Judge Baddies on TikTok.
You can.
Yeah.
We're on TikTok. YouTube.
We're on all the short form platforms.
Is that a short joke because I'm short?
No.
Is that why we're allowed on there?
I mean, no. I would have made it directly. I would have made sure everybody knew I was speaking on your height if I made a joke.
Can you do it just the one time? Make me feel special?
What? No, man. You're so tall. You're the tallest guy I've ever met. What are you talking about?
I got big feet for a little guy.
Yeah, when you walk up to me, I'm like, whoa, what's up, Dylan? What's up? What are you doing up there, bro? How's the weather?
Can you get that thing up off the show for me?
Yeah, Dylan will be like, oh, I'm so fucking short, man. And I'm 2 inches taller than him. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're talking shit about me, dude. God. And he'll be like, I'm so fat. I'm like, dude, I'm like twice as fat as you are. Shut the fuck up.
Not twice.
God.
We can get there, though. We can do it.
Yeah. Mukbangs. There you go. There you go. Mike and Dylan mukbang.
Oh, eat the big donut, fatty.
Do you want me to eat the asparagus or the cuttlefish?
Asparagus.
The cuttlefish?
Asparagus. All right. So Funny Flower says, yeah, he's probably messing around. If he was driving past you as you were talking and didn't stop, it's because he didn't want you to see who was in the car with him. 100% true. His dismissive tone was for the person he was riding with, reassuring them that you're nothing special to him. I mean, I can only go by what you wrote, but in the event you're a halfway intelligent human, you know that when somebody is being fake with you. If it sounded coached, it probably was. You're not overreacting. Trust your gut, girl. Everything you laid out sounds super sus, and I would be ready to pull the plug over this bullshit if I were you in your shoes.
You got that much freedom. Go check it out.
Yeah, I mean,
You could have caught up to him on the highway and passed by the car.
well, see, what she needs to do is go up, get in the dorm, get dicked down by the roommate.
There you go.
Send
it
some
to
pictures.
him. Yeah.
And then it turns out her boyfriend was at the beach with his grandma.
Yeah, he just didn't want to be
helping her
embarrassed
move.
about it. Yeah. And then 2 hours later, he was like, fuck you. And then he sends a video of him dicking down his grandma.
Gotcha.
Yeah, gotcha. I wasn't even going to do it, but then you sent me that video, so I was like, fuck it. Come on, Mama.
God, people listen to this podcast. Oh, Mama podcast. All right. Yes, everything you said makes sense. I feel like I want to barf. Deleted says, I keep saying this. You don't need to catch him deep inside someone to know he's cheating. The evidence is there. He lied about where he was. His friends were sketch, and he ditched you. And then and he ditched you when he could have stopped by to say hi.
A hen.
Also, his general behavior was sketch. You don't owe him a reason. Just dump him. OP says, I wish it were that easy. I do love him. And I can't imagine him not being in my life. I'm not without pride, though, and it sucks having driven 4 hours and put a lot of effort into surprising him. Bitch, you went to Victoria's Secret to grab a candle and some lotion.
Yeah, girls cannot be this dumb, man.
And now he won't answer his phone. I mean, did you send him like a titty pic?
Right.
Like, hey, I got this candle in my titties.
Right.
Before you go to the beach, you want to...
Well, he's like, she'll still be there next weekend, so.
She's a little crazy.
Right.
She ain't going nowhere.
I mean, obviously, it sounds like even if she caught him cheating, she wouldn't go nowhere.
All right, OP says, or no. Yeah, I'll go to the next one. Girl, block his number and never contact him again. OP says, I wish it were that easy. Okay, yeah, we already did a wish it was that easy.
Yeah, she just, every single comment that she's responding, I wish it was that easy.
It is.
It is, yeah, I wish it was that. That's why I'm just like, she's gonna forgive him.
All right, so update, October 8th, 2021, 2 days later, first 48. So I basically have been sitting around clicking refresh. It was exactly 48 hours old because after everything I found out, I feel like I'm going to burst. I've cried more than I ever thought I could. I've spent hours on the phone with my mom, my sister, his sister, my friends, and nothing helps. Maybe writing this will. Well, for sure, he had another girl with him. He was caught red-handed by our sisters. They decided they needed a trip to the beach just as much as he did. So they drove out yesterday morning. They popped in, and sure enough, it was he and another girl in the house. They were sleeping in separate beds, and he told them, and me now a million times, that they were just friends who liked to surf together.
Body surf.
Why were they sleeping
What
in
is body
separate
surf?
beds, though?
What do you mean? That's just what he told. He's like, yeah, we're sleeping in separate beds. He told the girls that he was sleeping in separate beds.
Well, they popped in, and sure enough, it was he and another girl in the house. They were sleeping in separate beds, and he told them that they were just friends who like to surf together. I mean, I guess if he said that, but like that's not how she wrote it. She wrote it as like they were sleeping in separate beds.
Well, read the next line, and then you'll understand why she wrote it like that.
I truly don't know if he slept with this girl. He says he would never, but I do know that he lied to me when he's never been like this before. He said he didn't tell me he was going with the girl because he knew I would freak out. I guess the thing is, he's right. I would have become jealous. Yeah, but why can't you take your girl? Like, if you're just going down to go fucking surfing, you take your girl, and then there's another girl that goes surfing.
Yeah, that's duh. She's dumb and she's believing all this.
No, they slept in separate beds, Mike.
Yeah, she's dumb and she's just believing everything.
Wouldn't that be funny though? Like if he did take her, they hooked up, and then he's like, "Bitch, go sleep in the other room." Because if somebody comes here, you're gonna be sleeping in another room.
That's what he thought. Like his girl was like this, so he was like, "Oh, she might try to come down."
Yeah, you stay in the other room. I'm gonna sleep over here.
So we'll do it, and then you go sleep in the other bed.
I mean, it's a solid strategy. Like, I guess the thing is, he's right. I would have become jealous. I would have yelled. I would have gotten upset and acted like a brat, and he would have given in to me. I don't deserve to be lied to, and he doesn't deserve for me to act like that anymore. So I broke up with him for both of our sake.
Look, once again, stupid all around, and then just like the action is good. That's all we needed. Jesus Christ.
We've known each other forever. His family is like my family. We've been together since we were 14. I love him with everything that I am, but this episode proves we have sunk into an unhealthy dynamic. He feels he needs to lie to me, and that's horrible. My gut tells me he did sleep with that girl, and though he promises he's not going to date her now, but I guess that's not my business anymore. We'll never be out of each other's lives, so I'll know everything he does, and I feel like I want to barf at the thought of him being with another girl, and sick that I'll hear about it.
Why are they never going to be out of each other's lives?
Because they said their family's all close. Like her sister's friends with his sister,
okay.
and like so they're. I'm hurting like I never thought was possible, but I know it is the right decision. Maybe if we both mature, we can try things again after college. But right now, it's just time for me to cry for a while and then move on as best as I can. Lots of people wanted an update, so here it is. Final comments. Angelina Patina says, surely your sister told the girl that your boyfriend had a girlfriend after spotting her, right? I mean, I would hope so. OP said that They said she just sat there silent, not sure what to say. They didn't want to involve her, so they were polite to her, but didn't really talk to her. Angelina Patina says, dang, she should know that he's a douchebag too. OP says, I'm wondering what she did while we were having the breakup talk. I feel bad for her. He was in tears, so it had to be very awkward. She had to known that. There's no way she didn't know that there was a girlfriend involved.
And here's the thing, even in the mystical, magical land where they did not have sex, he straight up fucking lied to you and drove past you after you drove 2 hours and didn't have the courtesy to say hi or hello or nothing.
Or give you just a little bit of dick before he went on to the beach to give some other girl some dick. Like, that could have been the least that he could have done. LOL Ash Ketchum says, if she's his surfing buddy and you both live/go to school in Arizona, she's been on this trip before. No one in Arizona has surfing buddies.
That is so true, yeah.
No, we just go down to the surf pool.
Yeah, there you go. We go to the wave pool. That's what it is.
It's a landlocked state, and I haven't met very many people here that even know how to surf. OP says, we both grew up surfing and going to the beach at his family's house in Imperial Beach. Yeah, OP, she wasn't talking about, or they weren't talking about you. They were talking about the homegirl. Downvoted commenter. Commented on your first post.
The future of our nation right here, guys.
What, this one?
Yeah, because she's in college. It's a future lawmaker, possibly.
Commented on your first post, and I'll ask it again. Do you think your boyfriend is stupid? I mean that as a serious question. After your boyfriend went to the beach house with his, quote, new friend, which is after the two of you have had your blow up, after he told you where he was going, after all his friends told you where he was going, knowing you could just show up there like you did in your first post, knowing his family could just show up there like they did, is he stupid enough to cheat with this girl at the exact spot he told you and everyone else where he was going to be at? I mean, come on. Is he that dumb, or is he not that dumb to tell you where and when he was going to be cheating? They were in separate beds and he wasn't cheating. It's still inappropriate, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's cheating unless he's a complete idiot. So I'm just trying to get you to not torture yourself with that thought. I think you made the right decision, though. OP says, I think you actually have some good points, and I hope for the sake of what we had together and the fact that we will always know each other. Our moms have been best friends since our older sister's first day of preschool, and they are now 24. I'll be thankful.
You fucked yourself on that one.
Yeah, like it's like a terrible way to put this all together.
Don't put a huge parenthetical before you got 4 letters to end your or 4 words to end your sentence.
So the sentence, I hope for the sake of what we had together that he didn't cheat. But it's not even really if he did or didn't. He lied to me, and I wouldn't have reacted well even if he told me what his plans were. Our relationship wasn't mature and healthy. It hurts so much, but I feel this is the best thing for both of us.
There you go. Bam.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, it's such solid execution, but just an idiot all the way through.
Oh, my God. Oh.
I've never seen my friends act that rational in one of those scenarios, and I've not acted that rational either. It's like, no, they'd never cheat, or, oh, they didn't mean to.
Right.
I'll take them back this one time. They promised never to do it again.
This next one's from Our Confessions.
This is my confession.
Just when I thought I could say all I could say, she gonna turn around.
That's all it does.
Says she got one on the way. This is my confession. And I know, and I don't know what to do. But I guess I gotta keep on to my confession.
That's what we should do, is just have like a whole
If
episode
I'm gonna
of...
say it, then I gotta say it all. Damn near cried when I got that phone call. I haven't heard that song in decades, and it's just because it's just your brain.
Yeah, I only have like 4 times I've listened to that song in my head. So
I got my friends to break my arm as a kid, and then I blamed it on my sister's ex. This whole thing, yeah. What a fucking dude, though. This whole thing happened about 25 years ago, and I've never confessed it to anyone. I'm currently 36 years old, but I was 11 at the time. My older sister, 17 back when it happened, had just recently been dumped by her boyfriend and wasn't taking it very well. Now, there were 3 main aspects as to fuck me, God bless America. Now, there were 3 main aspects as to why I did what I did. 1, my sister was struggling, and that was the only way I knew that I could get back at her ex. 2, my parents didn't care. 3, I really didn't want to take a test the next day, and it was a genius way to get a few weeks off school.
That's literally, that was 1 through 3, was actually just 3. He's like, I just get time off of school.
Yeah, I was thinking about my sister, but,
I was trying to be like this hero, but, then I got to thinking, I really don't want to take that test. I'll be out of school.
That's right. Yeah.
Break my fucking arm.
So me and 2 of my buddies went into the bathroom when third period rolls around. I stick my arm between the door and the frame, and one guy shuts the door as hard as he can. I end up getting up on my shaky legs after 3 rounds, snotting and crying. I walk my little ass over to the nearest teacher I can find to tell him an older boy just broke my arm. Eventually, my sister's ex got expelled for that. He had a habit of picking on younger kids, and it wouldn't be the first time he hurt one my age, so it was the last straw, I guess. They didn't even have to look into it very much. He was on his last warning anyways. My parents were obviously furious as well, and they wanted to press charges, which were eventually dropped because I got scared, and my big sister and I begged them to just leave it alone. It's been 25 years, and I feel bad for the guy, honestly. He didn't finish high school. I don't think it had anything to do with me breaking my arm, but it certainly didn't help. He's not doing very well in life right now either, from what I've seen. God damn.
Fuck that whole guy's life up. Just sent him down a fucking sideways path. Like, I mean, if he like beat on your sister or something, then I get it. But like, they just broke up. She's a little tenderhearted, and you're like, you know what? Fuck you.
Griever030 on the subreddit said, "Damn you, Mike," and they're currently reading A Court of Mist and Fury.
Nice.
The next one, which I'm going to start that tonight / finish tonight, is A Court of Frost and Starlight.
Just a little dinner mint.
Just a little dinner mint, yeah.
So on the controversial comments of that last post, though, is, I hope you sleep terribly in the knowledge you destroyed a man's life. And then somebody says, you're putting too much weight on the actions of an 11-year-old. If this wasn't already a habit for the ex, the teachers would have looked into it further. The ex could have gotten a wake-up call on how picking on and hurting little kids damages his reputation, and continuing down that path, he'll not only have to deal with the direct consequences of his actions, but also the consequences other people's view of him will have. He could have gotten his GED and bettered himself. He didn't. At least he doesn't seem to have tried to have bettered himself. You would have had a lot more of a point if OP did file a false police report, but he didn't. So this isn't a situation that would have followed the ex around for the rest of his life, like when applying to jobs and such. This man destroyed his own reputation through repeatedly engaging in this kind of behavior. OP lied once, and it could have been a wake-up call for the ex for the fact that it was so easily believable that it's something he would do. And then the ex seems to have continued being a shitty person. OP did not change the trajectory of this man's life. I mean, that's a solid thing. Is like, if you knew you didn't break that kid's arm and you're getting pinned and like everybody's believing it, you're like,
what high school kid's going to come to that realization, though?
Like, maybe I'm getting kicked out of school for like people are just pinning shit on me.
School, weren't they? Yeah.
Well, his sister was like 17, so
so it must have been one of the middle school, high school connected.
And he was picking on the little kids.
I'm gonna read another one since that one's so short. This one's from our confessions as well. I got aroused over 2 strangers' conversation in a cinema restroom. Female, 18 at the time. I hate when I have to go to the bathroom during a movie, especially in a cinema where you can't pause the movie. That night, around 11 p.m., I had to go so badly I thought I'd explode. So I left my friends and went to the bathroom, trying to be as quick as possible so I wouldn't miss out too much on the movie. Part of a trilogy my friends and I really like. Upon opening the door to the bathroom, I noticed some noise inside, going quiet really quick, probably because I opened the door. At that moment, I was not completely sure if I heard something or my mind was just playing tricks on me. And also, as I mentioned before, I really had to go, so I went inside. While trying not to touch the toilet while peeing, I hate this, I heard heavy breathing in the stall next to me. Just when I finished, voices started to whisper, yes, voices, plural, a female and a male's voice. I have seen this in movies, of course, but I never imagined 2 people actually meeting up in a restroom. I went completely silent and tried to understand what they were saying. It was really hard, and I couldn't make out what they were talking about, but a few seconds later, the talking transformed into kissing noises. I don't know why I didn't just leave. It was getting more interesting than the movie, I guess. The kissing stopped, and I heard the sounds of clothes being removed. Suddenly, the female voice lets out a rather high-pitched short moan. I was frozen in place. They started giggling, so I assumed they knew I was still in there. Why would anyone continue knowing there is some random person listening? I guess I know the answer. I couldn't help it, but this one moaning noise got me so aroused in such a short amount of time. I never experienced something like this before. I felt my body responding to my mind, and I started to touch myself in certain areas. However, I did not take off any more of my clothing than I already had from simply using the toilet. This whole thing went on for like 5 more minutes until I thought of my friends waiting for me and what would happen if people in the next stall engaged me. I put my clothes back on as fast and as silently as I could, and I left the restroom. I luckily never found out who the mysterious people were in the stall. My friends were unsuspecting, so I just sat back down and never talked about this to anyone. Am I the bad person for listening to these people and using it for my benefit? Even though I'm ashamed of what I did that day, I still like to think about it late at night. Does that make me some kind of weirdo? This is a guy. Every time I hear one of these, I always jump to this is a dude.
Yeah, but like, I mean, even like say that this is reality. Like those people are doing it in the stall next to you with knowing that somebody's in there. So like, you can't be bad for staying in there and flicking your bean if the people next door are continuing knowing that somebody's in there. Like,
right.
They like the audience, you like the audience. Like, say it is a reality, not a bad thing. Like, and no, not a weirdo. Like, it is definitely a taboo thing that is exciting. So,
oh, Dylan don't kink shame in this house.
I mean, I do for weird ones, but like, that's not really like, I mean, it's not like you're like, oh, I know those two people are going in there to do it. Let me go in there and listen to them do it.
No one is bringing up that they're like, I guess it had, look.
I like the most controversial comment.
The ladies need to go on like the anonymous Mike and Dylan entries and just be like, yes, this has happened, because I just don't believe it. Because anytime there's like a real sexual Reddit, I always just jump to, this is a guy making up.
I mean, people do like wild shit. Like, people go into a changing room and try to fuck each other. People go into a bathroom.
Yeah, I know that.
Like, yeah.
And I guess I can rationalize with that because I've been in that situation. But I never went to use a bathroom and then was like, oh, there's two people doing it, and just started beating my meat.
Well, yeah, but she's flicking a bean. She's a girl. So, like,
I don't know. I saw this hilarious fucking short of it's a guy sitting in the bathroom, and he's like, what the fuck is this, man? And he has his phone aimed down, and I thought it was something on the bathroom floor, and I'm sitting there looking. I'm like, there's nothing there. And then I look just a little bit over on the edge of the screen, and you see the shadow of a guy just fucking going at it in the next stall, fucking just tearing that thing up, dude. Fucking hilarious.
yeah. So,
Oh, God.
remember, you don't beat off in your office. You beat off in the bathroom.
That's the funniest thing, that when a couple guys at the factory I was working at caught a supervisor jacking off in the nurse's office, which is hilarious. Okay. It's hilarious. And we're all sitting there because they had this little hallway we could smoke inside the building, which was a godsend. So we're all sitting there talking about it. And this one dude, David, just goes, yeah, if you're going to masturbate at work, just do it in the bathroom, man.
Like everybody else does.
Dude, you're beating off in the bathroom. It's 110 degrees in this building.
Well, yeah, it's almost like a challenge. Like, you got to like work through the exhaustion.
Before you pass out from heat exhaustion, yeah. Can you come?
It's like the
Mr.
Ambien.
Beast, that's his new video.
Pop 3 Ambien.
What's going on, guys? Today, we're going to see if these 3 guys can come to climax before they pass out in a 110-degree factory. And for every nut that they bust, we will be giving them $10,000 and planting 1,000 trees in their name in Wisconsin.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, the most controversial comment on this one is, did you finish when you got home?
I mean, finish while you're there at least 5 minutes.
Yeah, and like I mean, as a girl, like that's the thing is if the story is to be believed and it is a girl, like it's not like, I don't think girls have focused enough on being like, let's get in and out of this program as fast as possible. Like, 30 seconds, a minute.
Right.
Like somebody's going to be coming through that door. Let's hurry up.
There's a guy and a girl sitting there. It's like, all right, we got to see which one of you can come faster.
We're already done.
Yeah. Let's hurry. Whoop, there, done. It's like, you didn't even touch stuff. Didn't need to. Didn't need to.
Like how actors can make themselves cry.
What a fucking, that would be a superpower, yeah.
Somebody says, you're just normal. I don't think normal is the right term, but like I don't think you should be.
Yeah, there's
ashamed of
definitely like some
yourself.
kink in there. I don't think, if you get 10 people that sit in that stall, I don't think half are aroused, and 99.9% of people going to be like, fucking, you got to come to the bathroom right now, dude. There's some people doing it, and we're going to fucking scream at them. And
Well, yeah,
shit.
and
like, just like, oh, do it harder.
In this day and age, it'd probably be somebody like, yeah, like selfie mode. Like,
there you go.
Looking over.
And then because they want the clout too, they're going to be, just fucking face it.
But she's just rubbing like this.
Just get it done.
All right. People listen to this podcast. They do. All right. We got another confession.
I got another confession to make.
Come on,
Whoa,
Russell.
buddy. Whoa. Wow. You're just going to interrupt a recording like that?
Russell.
All right, come up here and sing it, Dylan, or Russell. Come on. You really ain't going to do it for the podcast? Oh, here it comes. Yes.
He's got to go on your mic.
Oh, yeah, he could just lean over me. Lean on me.
Grab Mike's love handles and sing this song.
Get you something to hold on to.
I got another confession to make.
I'm no fool. Something I got to break.
Cause I'm with you. I don't know the song. I don't know.
The best of you.
There you go. I don't like that song at all.
I like the Foo Fighters, like as in like I like them. I do not love them.
Someone was ranking songs that start off with vocals, and that one was over I Push My Fingers Into My Eyes, and then another fucking great one.
Yeah, it definitely does not beat out Slipknot.
No. I'm like, what meth are you smoking? It's the Nirvana thing, though. That's where I think a lot of the Foo Fighters love comes from, because I listen to a bunch of their songs. I'm just like,
I mean, they're good. They're good. Like, and they're a great, like, I think they're very talented, but, I've never been like, when the Foo Fighters come through, I really need to get a ticket to go see them.
I've never heard a Foo Fighters song, and I was like, man, that doesn't sound anything like generic song 05 on a WWE game when you're picking out your entrances, and they had to get all these indie singers to come up with.
That's every fucking thing, though. Like, other than, like, really definitive bands like Slipknot or System or...
Right. There is I don't know, get into the next story. We're getting way too
No, go
far
ahead.
off on this.
Keep go for it.
No, I was just going to say, there is, like, way too many examples of... Like, you can see the great bands, and then you can see the bands that are good that people do enjoy, but it literally is like chorus, verse, like that's it. Just the chorus don't change, verse don't change, stuff like that.
Yeah, like, I mean, I like, The Offspring, but once again, it's just like they're a great song to listen to, but not fanatical about them. But like, if you really
next episode, we got to cut down on the singing though.
Yeah, we did a lot.
We did a lot of that.
Sorry
to
you, the listener.
Yeah.
I'm apologizing. Let me apologize.
Give him the dinner mint.
Apologize.
I wonder if it's another. Yeah, it's true off my chest.
I still can't forgive myself for what happened that night.
Oh shit.
In 2021, my friend and I were driving slowly at night, smoking in a very quiet area far from the city and any houses. Suddenly, I noticed something moving on the road ahead. As we got closer, I realized it was a very elderly man walking alone in the middle of the road. If they kill this guy, this is going to be a terrible...
Right, yeah. Why he's like, I feel terribly... That's early Two Daddies Judging Baddies. I'd be doing a voice and everything. And it was like, and then I was blessed. And I was like, I really wish I wasn't doing the voice right now.
Stop. Before we reached him, my friend got scared and said, this seems suspicious. Like it could be some kind of trap or something. I stopped next to him and asked if everything was okay. He told me he was trying to get home in the city, but didn't know how to get back. While I was talking to him, I looked over at my friend and saw pure terror in his eyes. I told the old man that, unfortunately, I wasn't heading that way and that he should wait for someone else who might be going there. As soon as I drove off, I immediately called the police and told them what had happened, where he was, and what condition he seemed to be in.
You did what you needed to do.
Then I drove into town as fast as I could, bought him a meal, bought some snacks and water, and rushed back to him. It couldn't have been more than 10 minutes. The road was long, so there's no way he could have simply disappeared. Yeah, I mean, he literally could just walk off the road.
Yeah, if he has
Sit
dementia,
down.
he's just... People with dementia, they're not locked by the confines of human beings. Like some people be walking on a path and, you know, it's just like this wooded path. You are completely free to just go right through the woods.
Anywhere you want to go.
If you want to go through thorn bushes, you can go through them. You do have free will, dude.
Yeah.
And just people would be like, path, I must stay on the path.
You never played GTA 5?
Right, yeah, just...
Hey, if we could get a sponsorship for promoting GTA 6, we would be happy to help you.
They don't need us
Rockstar
promoting
Games.
that. Yeah, they're going to sell a bajillion. They could not cut. They could literally surprise come out with it, not even talk about it, and it'd sell a fucking billion copies.
Be the most profitable day for any video game ever. All right. So either someone had picked him up, the police had arrived, or he had wandered off into the fields where I wouldn't be able to see him because it was completely dark except for my headlights. I searched for him along the entire road, but couldn't find him. We figured the situation had been taken care of, called it a night, and each went home. 2 days later, while scrolling through Facebook, I came across a post from a local community page. It included his picture and said that he had been found dead in the fields. Jesus.
Skill issue. I take it back. I'm joking. I'm sorry.
The moment I saw that, it felt like my soul had left my body. I was completely shocked. I felt like I was responsible. You're not at all.
Not even a little bit.
He had been telling the truth. He really was from the place he had mentioned. It turned out he had Alzheimer's disease. He had wandered away from home and lost his sense of direction, eventually ending up far from the city. I still can't forgive myself for it. Every time I think about him, my eyes fill with tears. When I imagine his final moments, dying alone, far away from everyone, it breaks my heart. No one deserves that. Yeah, but the motherfucker found his way out there. So, like, it's kind of on him. It's kind of on whoever let him out the door to wander the streets.
It's not even that, too. It's like, yeah, dying in the field alone is tough. Dying from Alzheimer's is
the worst.
The worst, yeah. So
I've never been able to forgive myself, especially because my grandmother had died only 2 years earlier, and she also suffered from Alzheimer's.
That's what I'm saying. If you're, like, late into Alzheimer's, the moment that, you know what I'm saying, like, I fucking snapped back and everybody was like, Dad, you just, like, went off on this thing, and it's like, all right, well, Dad's going to go swimming in the middle of the ocean. Because, look, I'm a firm believer that if you kill yourself, you have to play this game again. And I don't want to do that. But who's to say that I can't be like, I want to see how far I can swim. And then once I'm like real time, I'm like, I got to swim back now. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm drowning. God's just sitting there the whole time like, I know what you're doing.
You son of a bitch.
But there's a lawyer up there. He's like, but legally, you can't do anything about it. God's like, fuck.
He just had to touch that rock out there.
Yeah, I had to touch it there. That's what I'm going to do. I'm sorry. But I think at that point, like, it's okay. Like, if you have exhausted your options, you know what I'm saying, and you're dying terminally, I feel like it's all right.
Yeah, you should be able to take yourself out. So Italian Man on Fire says, if this is true, it's definitely beyond Reddit's pay grade. 2021 isn't really that long ago, and this sounds incredibly traumatic. I hope you have support and have or are willing to go and see a therapist if it's within your budget or via your benefits. This kind of guilt is incredibly difficult to manage, but that situation wasn't your fault either. Even if you can blame yourself for what you didn't do, a lot of other things went wrong for you to have to encounter the situation. It's very sad though. Yeah, like not your chair, not your problem. Like you called the authorities. You did everything that you could have done.
Let me tell you about the most. In the moment, I was like, this person's a fucking dick. Like,
is it when you met me?
No.
Oh.
So I was at my brother's house, and this is back when my daughter was little. And I was going to go home. I was like, I've been out the whole time I've needed to be out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go home, spend some time with my family. I had a friend hit me up and hadn't seen him in a while. And he's like, hey, you want to come hang out? And I was like, man, I can't really do it, tonight. But, I got a kid, and I'm always hanging out with her. A couple days later, he killed himself. And that shit fucked with me real bad. And I was talking to somebody about it. And pretty much what they said is they're like, do you really think that you going over there for one night was going to stop someone who wasn't talking about suicide from killing themselves? And then I was like, no. And I was like, do you think that you're that much of a delight to hang out with that you were going to prevent somebody's suicide? And I'm like, God damn.
Fucking cut deep.
Dick. But
well, I think the thing
that's the thing where if someone's just trying to just be like, oh, it wasn't your fault or anything like that, which it's not your fault. But when someone just words it like that, really gives you the insight of, do you really think you're that much of a delight when you hang out?
Well, and you weren't going to say it. Like, he was saying goodbye.
Right.
That's the part you missed out on, was saying goodbye.
Right.
That's all he was doing. He was going on his farewell tour and catching up with a couple friends. Like, he was not having anybody talk him out of what he was about to do. He was just like, let me see.
I wasn't going to hang out with him anyways. I mean, I'm working in a factory trying to provide for my family route, and he went to doing the same things that everybody else was doing back in the day. So
Yeah, staying in the kid setup in a, lackluster
situation.
like where you weren't going anywhere. You were just going to repeat the same mistakes that you've seen repeated in front of you
If
your
you
whole
see
life.
an old person walking at night, though, just assume that's dementia or Alzheimer's, and just be
or
like, all right, we're
or a
gonna stay
horror
with,
movie,
yeah.
horror film.
Dog, if you get killed by like an 80-year-old, you needed to be exiled from the gene pool. There's no way.
Well, it's like if you find a puppy and it's rabid. Like, I mean, you didn't think they were going to be a rabid zombie grandma. You just thought she was going to be a grandma, and you're like, oh, grandma, it's okay. And then she turns into a zombie, and then she bites you. But luckily, she has dentures, so when she tries to bite you, it's just like gumming you, so you're good.
See that one comedian that talked about the zombie apocalypse, and then he's like, it's so crazy because human teeth is not strong.
Yeah.
It was like, imagine, like, all you have to do in a zombie apocalypse is just put on a leather jacket.
Yeah.
He's like, people in the fucking movies, they're always like, well, let me wear this loose-fitting clothing that shows my clavicle.
No, the movie that you had me watch, the one that was like kind of a comedy horror, but wasn't really a comedy. I think so. Where the fucking gypsy lady like gums the girl's fucking mouth. Like,
Drag Me to Hell.
oh man, like that is such a gross. Like whenever she's like gumming everything, it's like, ugh.
And then it's like throwing up green shit on her. Look, we're already now. They're like, now we're disgusted too, guys. Listen, if you see somebody, if you see an old person, they're like 80 years old. Don't be afraid, okay? If y'all ever see, Michael Wright, also went by the name Felonious Falafel, dies from stabbing from 80-year-old man, just call me a pussy, dog. Like, just be like, wow, what a.
No, it's your swimming excursion.
What
You're
a
just like, do you want this knife, old man?
Right.
Don't you do it.
Oh, don't stab me. All right, guys, look, I'm sorry. Tell your friends about this podcast. We love you so much. We'll see you next time.
Later.